All right, viewers, those were the headlines, and our top focus remains what is transpiring in the Middle East. Now, Hamas has denied that any of the Palestinians killed in Israel's 25th August attack on Gaza's Nasser Hospital were militants. This is claimed by the Israeli military. Now, in a statement, Hamas has stated that one of the individuals Israel had identified as a militant was actually killed in Al-Mawasi, some distance from the hospital, while another was reportedly killed elsewhere at a different time. This comes after the Israeli Defense Forces released the findings of an initial inquiry into the hospital strike, which stated that 6 militants were amongst those targeted, leaving at least 20 people dead, including 5 journalists. Israel has also claimed that it identified a camera allegedly positioned by Hamas in the area, reportedly used to observe Israeli forces. However, Hamas has called the claim as baseless. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Ross Feingold. He's a political analyst joining us live from Taipei. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. A lot of politically charged developments taking place within Israel. Meanwhile, we now know that Hamas has reacted to the IDF's initial report. In its report, the IDF has stated that although it deeply regretted the mishap that had taken place, there were 6 militants that were in fact neutralized at the strike location. Hamas has now countered this, arguing that they were not neutralized at the location, but some distance away. How will Israel proceed from here? Because there's a lot of pressure that is mounting domestically. There's a lot of pressure that is also mounting internationally.
You know, the domestic pressure or international pressure up to now really doesn't change how Netanyahu orders the IDF to conduct the war. Now, some of the international pressure over the past 3 months or so with regard to the starvation and humanitarian situation has prompted Netanyahu to allow more aid into Gaza. But when it comes to how the IDF is going to conduct the war, these kinds of incidents that might be in dispute or where journalists have been killed, and it's not the first time journalists have been killed, clearly it does, clearly it does not affect Netanyahu's decision making. And I would not expect these recent days fighting or disputes about where the militants were killed is going to have any change on Israeli military decisions.
All right, I request you to stay on with us. There's more news coming in. We're now learning that the head